What is up, guys? Welcome to another video. So about a week ago, Black Ops 4 got announced, and I've been thinking what would make me come back to Call of Duty and go as hard as I was going back in like Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1 times. And I basically made a list because I have been playing some World War II lately, but you know, it's just kind of because I'm excited about Black Ops 4. That's the reason that I've been playing World War II. Really, it's not because I really like World War II that much. It's a fun game, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as good as the old Call of Duty. So I made a list of what would make Call of Duty for me be what it was back in the days, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that played back in the days, I'm sure some of y'all will agree. I know there's a lot of people that do like the Call of Duty how it is right now. There's a lot of people that like the Advanced Warfare, that love Black Ops 3, and don't get me wrong, Black Ops 3 to me was an amazing game, but I just didn't like the movement as much as I liked like back in Black Ops 2, for example. So if you like how the game is right now, then you know, good for you. I'm glad you're having fun. But if you don't, then you can definitely relate to this video. And also, if you do like it how it is right now, trust me, back in the days it was a lot of fun too, and you probably enjoy that as well, especially if you did not get to play it. But without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is theater mode. There was theater mode in previous gen. Why is there no theater mode right now when the consoles have just gotten better? Every game since Black Ops 1 should have had theater mode, and I know they say, oh, you can now just record to your console, but yeah, you have to share it to YouTube or Twitter or any type of social media for other people to be able to see that. Back in Black Ops 1, I remember you could just go into theater mode, select your highlights, and then upload them to your combat record, and anyone that went on to see your stats could also see some highlights made by you. As well as in theater mode, it didn't just have to be you. You could bring in other people and you could all see the game mode together, or the gameplay together, sorry. And not only that, but you could also make some great movies, because a lot of content creators, they will go into theater mode and they will fly their camera around recording cinematics, in-game footage, all types of stuff for edits and just for movies. All that kind of stuff was just a wonderful thing to see. They definitely need to bring theater mode back. Real quick, the Emblem creator has been in the game and he has stayed in the game, so there should not be any reason why it is not in Black Ops 4. It was started by Treyarch himself back in Black Ops 1. But also I would like to see that little like camo creator thing. It wasn't called camo creator, but basically you could paint a part of your weapon and you could customize it just like you customize an emblem like that. I would like to see that back. This next thing is something that I do not care that much about, sadly, but I know a lot of you guys do care, so I'm gonna put it here, and that is more customization into the game. Advanced Warfare had pretty good customization, and all of you guys want to go back to that. I wish they improved on that, but honestly, it's not something that is a matter of life and death for me personally. You don't even get to see your character in the game, so honestly, I don't care that much about it. But if they do want to add more customization into the game, definitely will be welcomed, and it would definitely be an improvement. And better customization just means more supply drops. I hope if they're here to stay, that they stay the way it was in World War II. I like the supply drops in World War II. It felt like you always had supply drops to open, and it always felt like you got something good on those supply drops. So I hope they're here to stay the way that they are in World War II, not in any other way, because Black Ops 3, it was a disaster personally for myself. I did not enjoy supply drops in that game. Call of Duty 4, the remastered version, you know, Call of Duty 4 was my second favorite Call of Duty of all times, and they somehow made me not want to play the game simply because of the supply drops. It just didn't feel the same. So if they're gonna keep supply drops, do it like World War II. And basically, you know, all you have to do is just keep it cosmetic and make it so that we are constantly getting supply drops as we level up, as we unlock challenges, orders, anything like that. That way we never feel like the people that are paying are, you know, having an advantage, even though they do. But in World War II, we personally did not feel that way, so that was a good thing. Let's talk about creative class. First of all, do not do divisions, okay? I feel like I don't have to say that though, because Treyarch is a completely different company. They're probably just gonna go with their Pig 10 system that they've always done. Not always, but you know, since Black Ops 2, and it worked out great in Black Ops 2, it worked out great in Black Ops 3, so just stay with that. I feel like it might actually be the best system or the best way to do creative class, so just stay with that. I'm hoping they're not gonna do specialists. I will kind of be disappointed if they do specialists, but you know, it's not gonna make or break the game as long as they do it right. But I would much rather they do not do specialists. Also on creative class, if you're, you know, the perks is something that's very important. Make sure that you don't add any stupid perks like second chance or one-man army, you know, what is it, Juggernaut. Don't add any of that stupid stuff. I feel like I don't have to say that either, because you know, lately the games have been getting pretty good when it comes to perks. And yeah, just go back to the pick 10 system. It's been working, it's gonna keep on working. It gives you so much freedom that just everybody loves it. So that should be what they do for creator class. Let's talk about the score streaks. First of all, if it was me personally, I would do score streaks and kill streaks. So you can choose to go with the kill streaks, and that's, you know, by getting kills, or you can go with score streaks, and that's by, you know, scoring by capturing flags or whatever. I do think you should be rewarded for playing the objective, but I also think that getting kills takes more skill than playing the objective. That might just be me. So I hope they did some are kill streaks and some are score streaks. But they're probably not gonna do that. They're just gonna make them all score streaks. And yeah, I hope if they do the score streaks they add though are a little bit powerful, right? I want to see something at 25. I would prefer it would be a Moab. The Moab was better than the Nuke. The Nuke ended the game, and that was kind of annoying because honestly, if you're good, 25 kills shouldn't be a problem for you. So that's why the Nuke was kind of annoying. But the Moab was better because it didn't end the game, and it got you a really good amount of kills. As well as I would like to see that system they had back in also Modern Warfare 3, where when you got kills, it basically give you perks. So you got 3 kills and you got a perk, and then 5 kills and you got another one, and so on. And then eventually you could literally have all the perks in the game, if I remember correct. Now there's 2 things that I want to talk about real quick, so I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. But the time to kill, I don't really like it how it is right now. I wish they extended it just a tiny bit more. That's just something personal. It's not really a big deal. I wouldn't mind if they don't change it. It's whatever. But anyways, the Black Ops games usually have a longer time to kill than the other Call of Duty. So I think that's gonna be fixed. And the other thing is, just I feel like there's too much restriction on the maps. I know I don't want to see like flying around or any of that. Obviously I want boots on the ground, and the game is gonna be boots on the ground. But what I do like to see is just being able to get on top of more things. I know in World War II literally you cannot get on top of a truck. Like there are trucks that in the other Call of Duties you were able to not only get on top of, but you were also able to get on top of like light posts and stuff like that. You were able to pretty much get anywhere on the map as long as it was inside the map. Now it feels like everything has the invisible barrier on top of. If you want to get on top of a truck, nope, invisible barrier. You might see a little tiny box on the ground. It's like, oh, let me just jump over this box. Nope, invisible barrier on top of it. And I just feel like, you know, anything inside of the map should be accessible, if that makes sense. It was like that in the other Call of Duties, and I liked it a lot like that. If you remember Modern Warfare 2, there were so many places you could get on. And I know some of these might be considered glitches, and they could ruin the gameplay, but as long as they're constantly patching these glitches, I think we'll be alright. But yeah, like if in Modern Warfare 2 you get on like the high-rise buildings, you remember that? On top of that, the plane on Modern Warfare 2 where you had to kind of glitch on top of. Tiny things like that make the game just that much more fun. And I'm not saying, you know, obviously I'm not saying, you know, allow people to do glitches, but I am saying allow us to get on spots like that are kind of hidden, you know, and only certain amount of people know how to get to. So if that makes sense, this has been what I would like to see in Black Ops 4, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.